back to Kenner, Louisiana. We are set for tonight's main event here on Friday Night Fights on ESPN2. And what a good one we have for you. We will get a look at the IFBA flyweight championship between Jolene Blackshear and Margaret Sidoroff. That coming up in tonight's main event. Let's take a closer look at the combatants in what should be a very tight main event. Tonight, the IFBA flyweight championship is at stake. Margaret Sidoroff is from Windsor, Ontario. She has a professional record of 6-0 with 3 knockouts. She hasn't fought in 6 months, but she is a very talented young boxer who hopes to make her mark tonight on Friday Night Fights. 3 knockouts in her career came early. She talked about what her skills are when she steps in the ring.
There are 2 main things that I'm usually complimented on. First is my speed. I definitely, it's not just that I throw a lot of punches, I throw them, I guess, with surprise. I throw quick punches. And number 2, which is the probably the biggest thing that I'm complimented on, is my defense. I don't just throw from my chest, throw a whole bunch of wild punches. You know, I protect my head also. I mean, I hope I'm fairly intelligent, and I want to stay that way.
Sidoroff is a smart lady, and she has a very distinct view of how she sees women's boxing.
The biggest thing is I want to see female boxing recognized as a skilled sport. I want to be recognized for the abilities that I have in boxing, not whether I look nice or whether I'm willing to put on a sideshow of some sort. Basically, I want to be recognized for the hard work that I do, because I do work very hard in order to become the boxer that I am.
Another hard worker is Jolene Blackshear. She's from California, and she has a professional record of 4-1 with 2 knockouts. She is the reigning IFBA champion, but she hasn't fought in 17 months. Blackshear has been in against the better competition. After a win against Anissa Zamaron in 1997, she scored a 5th-round stoppage of Sarah Hall. Blackshear talks about her start in boxing, a unique approach.
When my dad was serving another term in Vietnam, and it was just me and my mom and my sister. And so I kind of took it upon myself to be my duty to protect the family. And I think just that sense of fighting and defending and just being there for others is what drove me into boxing.
So while Blackshear may have the edge as far as quality competition, Sidoroff comes ready to fight. We asked them both about the matchup. Her
strengths are definitely her power. She's very strong, comes at you strong, throws a lot of punches. I'm going to have to work on my speed and my angles. Like I'm going to want to throw my punches and move, throw my punches and move, so that I'm not there responding to her punches. I don't want to just throw my punches, take her punches, throw my punches, take her punches.
I think Margaret's going to be a strong fighter, and I believe she's going to be really quick and have fast hands, and she'll move good, but I'm really prepared for that, and I'm just going to open up my heart and open up my body and mind and just give it everything I have, and we'll see how she responds to that.
Well, that is coming up in tonight's main event. Now, Teddy, we heard Layla Ali on with Brian and Max. She admits what her level is right now, but you have Joe Frazier's daughter, George Foreman's daughter, Duran's daughter. I think the people that run women's boxing had better be careful, because there are promoters that are trying to do it right like tonight, and then there are other promoters that are going to just try to capitalize on bucks, and they're going to make this a sideshow, and they're going to wind up doing more damage to women's boxing than actually helping the cause. And tonight in our main event, we get a look at a different level as far as the skill level is concerned.
Yeah, the ones you're talking about, they're just marquee names, let's be honest. They're cashing in on their names, you know, they're working hard, but they're just the names. These girls, as you're talking about, they paid their dues. They've had amateur background. It was available to them. They got it. And I'm telling you, these girls know how to fight. These girls are not just about show. These girls actually know how to fight, both Sidoroff and Blackshear. This is going to be a good fight. I guarantee it.
Okay, well, very good skill level, and let's take a look at the women. They have made their way into the ring for tonight's main event, and there is Margaret Sidoroff. She's 26 years of age. She went in at 108 pounds, and she has a professional record of 6-0 with 3 knockouts. And she will be taking on the reigning IFBA flyweight champion, Jolene the Terminator Blackshear, 29 years of age, from California. Professional record of 4-1 with 2 knockouts. She hasn't fought in 17 months. Her last fight was September of 1998. She says there just aren't fights available, or quality fights, in which there's legitimate competition. Here are the rules. Unified rules will be used for tonight's main event. no 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8 count. Only the referee can stop it. Cannot be saved with the bell in any round. Accidental cuts. They'll go to the scorecards after 4 rounds are complete. Johnny Femia Jr., the referee, and 29-year-old Jolene Blackshear to the center of the ring. And they come out guns blazing. I mentioned her last fight, 1998. Delilah Gonzalez. She won a 10-round decision. She has been in against very good competition, Blackshear. She lost to Yvonne Trevino, who's very talented. She had a good hard win against a very good Anissa Zamaron. She had a 5th-round knockout against Sarah Hall. And then that 10-round decision against Delilah Gonzalez, also very good competition. Competition for Sidoroff hasn't been at that level.
But Sidoroff, technically, I think, is a real solid fighter. This is going to be, like I said, a real solid fight. What you see is what you get. Blackshear, real aggressive, comes right out, starts fast, right on you, right in the kitchen. She'll try to move ahead, she'll get inside, she'll bob, she'll weave a little bit like that to go away with her aggression. But Sidoroff's going to be there. I'm telling you right now, she's a good counterpuncher.
Sidoroff had a very good outing here on ESPN 2 back in September of 1998 in Atlantic City. She scored a 3rd-round knockout against Rose Johnson, and she was very technically sound in that bout.
Sidoroff is going to have to start nailing, trying to time Blackshear coming in probably with the uppercuts, because Blackshear sometimes will come in a little bit straight. And Blackshear is known to switch, Bob. Should switch from orthodox to southpaw.
Long right hand from Sidoroff. Good counter left by Blackshear. Oh, and Sidoroff got rocked back, Teddy.
And Blackshear is always on you. She's always in good position to punch. She's balanced pretty good. She fires right back. You throw something at her, she comes right back, Blackshear.
Excellent counter punching by Jolene Blackshear here in round 1. Jolene Blackshear has some very interesting sports idols. Roy Jones Jr. because of his style and grace, and former NFL standout running back John Riggins. He liked his power and determination. Right now, Sidoroff comes out throwing, and there's that counter shot by Blackshear, Teddy.
Sidoroff has stepped it up a little bit, though, this round because of what happened the last round. Blackshear jumping on her so quickly. Sidoroff, she's got to be able to throw those punches at the right time, because Blackshear comes right back so quick that as Sidoroff stays there with her offense a little too long, she gets nailed.
See the punch numbers in round number 1, 30 of the 36 for Blackshear power shots. And Teddy, you know that Sidoroff's a good boxing fan. When we asked her who her boxing idol is, she gave an answer that makes sense, but it's not the name that would immediately come to mind. Usually you get the De La Hoyas, Roy Jones. She said Eric Morales is her favorite. You got to be a good boxing fan to know how good Eric Morales is.
Junior featherweight champion of the world, undefeated? Yes, you do. You're right. So one of the problems here for Sidoroff, she's technically a good fighter here, but while she's trying to take its time and figure this out, she's getting nailed because Blackshear is so aggressive. So what she's got to do is she's just got to get her punches off at the right time, not try to figure it out too long. Because while she's figuring it out, Blackshear is closing the gap like that. So you can't just stand there and figure it out with someone as active as Blackshear. You got to just let those hands go and move your head. While you're trying to figure it out, she's on top of you.
Blackshear doing a really good job, too, of, kind of pumping out the jab and then ripping off that right hand.
Don't count out Sidoroff, though. She does some real good things in there.
Rounds zip by. Remember, 2-minute rounds in women's boxing. Championship fights are 10-rounders. We're through 2. 2 years ago, Tennessee was the national champions in football, led by T. Martin. He's eligible for the NFL draft, down here working with Tom Shaw's strength, speed, and agility quickness program. Tom has worked with many NFL players, Ricky Williams and Peyton Manning. T taking in the action tonight.
This is a good fight here, Bob. Really good, solid fight. They know what they're doing, and they're doing it. These two come right out and give the crowd what they want. Leather. Plenty of leather.
Well, through 2 rounds, Blackshear has landed 52 of 106 power shots.
Blackshear likes to switch from orthodox to southpaw. She better be careful she doesn't switch from too close. While she's switching, her legs aren't set. She might get nailed.
Keep working. She loves that pace. Work. Double that jab, baby. Double that jab.
You see, Sidorov is trying to time Blackshear now coming in. You can just see it. She's using that left hook pretty good now, Bob. Sidorov. She's looking to time Blackshear coming in with the right hand with her left hook. Blackshear throws that right hand a little too far away. Watch for Sidorov to throw that left hook on top of it.
Good, work it. Step up, kid. Nice boxing. Work it, kid. Get the hand speed. Oh, yeah, nice right hand.
Little subtle change in the round here, this round for Sidorov. Again, Sidorov looking to take advantage now of the aggression of Blackshear. She's trying to nail it coming in.
The double jab. Keep working it, kid. Keep working it, kid. Secondary.
Well, this Blackshear is a little buzzsaw, Bob. And they throw the right kind of punches. Tight, nice punches.
Good step left by Sidorov. Blackshear very strong. There's the bell to end round number 3. And we'll take you to the respective corners. And we'll start with Jolene Blackshear and their trainer, Herb Cody.
Very nice. Breathing down. Feeling all right? Now you're starting to work, all right? Get that insole next time out. Understand that? Not you. You need to do more speed. Don't reach anymore. Double your jab. Understand that? How do you feel?
Good.
How do you feel, honestly?
Feel good.
I mean, honestly. You feel good?
Yeah.
Well, let's do something. Loosen up.
Okay.
Get to have some fun with this bullshit.
Okay.
Have fun with this. Close your eyes. Ain't swollen. All right? Have some fun with it. Understand that? Think about this back there. Have some fun with it. Get in there, spread the jab. You better work. Speed. Keep the speed up. Combinations. Pace, baby. That's it. Come on, move.
Well, Jolene Blackshear is having fun with it, Teddy.
She's got a long way to go. She's in there with a tough opponent. I told you at the beginning, this is going to be a tough fight. And it's sizing up that way. And a good fight.
Combination kick right.
I thought that Sidorov started turning around the last round. And she's going to continue doing that if she can.
Yeah, she outlanded Blackshear 28-15. And she threw 6 more punches in the last round.
Oh, yeah, baby.
She found out she can't pose with Blackshear. Blackshear throws too much leverage. She's got to move her hands and be first. And that's exactly what she's doing right there. See how she's moving her hands? She's being first. Sidorov. She's taking advantage of the aggression right now of Blackshear. Punching at the right time right there. That left hook is working nice for her.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Boy, both these girls throw good punches.
Loosen up. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
One thing I think that Sidorov has the ability, Bob, to adjust. A little bit more versatile. She can move, she can fight inside, she can counterpunch. I think Blackshear's a little bit one-dimensional. Real good at what she does, but one-dimensional. Right in front of you. When that doesn't work, backing you up, she's got a little problem. Right now, she's having a little problem.
Speed that kid. You're missing your spot.
See, when she can't back the girl up, she's not nearly as effective. Blackshear. She always gains. She's always in position to punch.
Cut the ring.
Sidorov providing a little more subtle movements.
Yes.
And Blackshear's not able to get her like that.
Yep, she got right off those ropes. She didn't want to be on those ropes. She got herself, she turned herself right off there at the right times before she was trapped.
A subtle change right hand there by Blackshear. The last 2 rounds have been pretty good rounds for Margaret Sidoroff. All right, thanks, Brian. Tiger in pursuit of number 7 in a row, and he got hot late today in San Diego at Torrey Pines. Look for him to make a run this weekend. We're in Jolene Blackshear and Margaret Sidoroff underway round number 5. Very even fight and a subtle change in the last couple of rounds. Sidoroff has been able to use subtle movements and avoid some of those power shots from Blackshear and able to counter off it.
One thing I didn't like on Sidorov's part was the last quarter of that round, she took off a little bit. She went defensive, but she didn't move her hand. She let Blackshear come back and close that round up a little bit, even though I thought Sidorov still won it. She made it much closer by not moving her hand. You can't take a nap with Blackshear. You must move those hands.
Look at the numbers. 6-punch difference in punches thrown, 4 in punches landed. That's why I have it even through 4.
This Sidorov's pretty good defensively. She moves her head nice. Look at that. Nice right hand to the body. These girls are good.
Well, they're world class.
They are good. They really are. You can appreciate these girls.
And this is what you would expect to see in the title fight.
I shouldn't say girls, I should say women. But either way, they're a credit to themselves. The way they've prepared and how much they've learned in a short amount of time.
Dead even on the Atlas card. I concur. No even rounds yet.
See, one of the keys, Bob, is Sidorov when she beats. See right there, when she beats Blackshear to the mark. When she beats it, that's what she's got to do. Get off first.
Ooh, good body shot by Sidoroff. And a good left hook to the body.
Yeah, Blackshear's hurting herself a little bit inside. Keeps switching back to southpaw. While she's switching, she's not ready to punch.
And Sidoroff may have won this round late. Some good body work. As Teddy mentioned, she's being first. There you see the Treasure Chest Casino in the background. Riverboat Casino. It is an actual boat. And we're in the tent just outside here in Kenner, Louisiana. Glad you can join us for Friday Night Fights. Bob Papa, Teddy Atlas, Jolene Blackshear, Margaret Sidoroff. Underway round number 6. At stake the IFBA Flyweight Championship, which is currently held by Blackshear. Power shots virtually even through 5 rounds. And you take a look at the numbers, 87-86 in favor of Sidoroff. Sidorov's thrown a few more.
Sidorov's starting to time Blackshear. Some nice solid shots like that. That uppercut there. Left hook on top. Blackshear's always there, though. Always in position. And she'll fire right back. She's dead game. But I think Sidorov's starting to separate herself a little bit. And you mentioned going to that body. One time in a fight, Blackshear, who has a 15 kickboxing matches in her background, one time forgot to do a backhand punch in a fight. She just forgot.
There, take a look at the punches landed by round to show you how close it is. Blackshear got up to the hot start. Sidoroff has come right back. And Sidoroff starting to control the tempo and the pace in the ring as well.
She just can't let up, though, because Blackshear is so game and so solid offensively. She's just not as versatile, Blackshear, that is, as Sidoroff is. Sidoroff can do more things. She can use her legs.
How does Blackshear get her game back, you know, the way it was working earlier?
She's got to get that jab working. Start using that jab. Working in behind that jab. And go to the body a little bit with the elusive Sidoroff.
Now Sidoroff slipping, moving, and sticking through 6 rounds. Here's Brian and Matt.
Bob, thank you very much. This is boxing at a high level. You can see the shortness of the punches, the strength there. This is different from what we've seen earlier in the night.
Well, it's relative. You talk about high level. Look, all a fighter can do, all you can ask, is that they take the craft seriously and fight hard, and both women are to be commended. But Sidoroff mentioned at the top she wants boxing, female boxing, to get to the point that people acknowledge the skill involved. A so-called world title fight with 11 pro fights, the problem is there need to be more female fights. They can build up their records.
The sport is in its infancy.
Yes,
I'm talking about that at a high level relative
as male boxing was 100 years ago. Same thing.
Yeah, meantime, this...
All right, thanks, Brian and Max. And Sidoroff and Blackshear getting set for the start of round number 7. And that is the problem with women's boxing. They don't get a chance to fight. Promoters can't afford to fly them in. It's hard to get money for the cards, and that's why Blackshear is a champion with a 4-1 record. But of those 5 fights, 4 of the opponents, now if you add Sidoroff, 5 of the opponents are very, very good women boxers. And this is what you probably consider a step up for Sidoroff in her competition so far in her career, and she's handling it quite well. You see Sidoroff picking up the pace as far as the punches are concerned in round 6. 51% connect. 30 of the 36 were power shots.
Neither one of these girls disappointed me when I said I guarantee it'll be a good fight and that they know how to fight. Sidoroff punches out of the weave there, moves ahead, makes Blackshear miss, and then comes right back. She can use her legs a little bit, then she can stop, she can get off Sidoroff, she can counter, and she can press. She can do it all.
Left landed after the uppercut miss from Blackshear. Teddy's scorecard, 58-56. Sidoroff, I agree. She swept the last 4.
She just has to stay on her P's and Q's, Sidoroff, and not get too much into just defense. Move those hands with the defense, like she's doing now. Don't allow Blackshear to get into a groove offensively. Blackshear gets into her pocket, gets in that position where she can start getting her hands off. She's dangerous. She's a buzzsaw. See how Sidoroff is not letting her do that. Look at her. She times it with left hook, doing everything at the right distance. You can see it. Blackshear's a little short. If she needs to be closer, Sidoroff doesn't allow her to be.
Good left hand by Sidoroff punctuates the end of round number 7. Well, we mentioned earlier about these women and their favorite athletes, their role models, both in and out of the sport. Let's take a listen as they expand upon the answer.
And then was Eric Morales, hands down. He just seems to have so much heart. He's so fast. Just seems like a gentleman. And I love his ability. He has amazing ability.
I think my favorite athlete of all time was John Riggins of the Washington Redskins. And when I was a kid, I just really loved football. And he was a workhorse. And I really related to him. And he just had that drive and did what he needed to do to get the job done. Present day with boxing, I think Roy Jones Jr. is fantastic.
Oh, you're training your fucking life.
Very
You understand that?
well thought out answers to those questions, and Blackshear is very workmanlike, like Riggo. John Riggins. And Sidoroff and Blackshear underway, round number 8. Remember, women's title fights are 10-round bouts. Both of these women have been 10 rounds twice in their careers.
As you said, very well-spoken women. Blackshear graduated Sonoma State University. Working on a master's degree in kinesiology, the study of human muscular movements. She does a lot of charity work.
Yeah, she has an undergraduate degree in biology.
She's a humanitarian, too. She works with the blind. 2 good fighters, 2 good people here.
Sidoroff got involved in the sport. She was working as a youth coordinator in Canada, 2 doors away from a gym, and somebody dared her to try boxing. She went into the gym, gave it a shot, and fell in love with the sport.
She's got an 11-year-old brother, Nicholas, who's a boxer.
A roundhouse right from Sidoroff.
She knew when she could throw that punch, though. She knew she could get away with it when there was distance. But Blackshear could not counter. She's smart, Sidoroff. Real solid technically, real solid. There'd be a lot of men that would be proud to be this solid. Blackshear always there trying.
Nice crunching right hand by Blackshear.
That's what she's doing the best right now. She's trying to time the right hand. That time she switched up, went downstairs. Very smart. She's trying to time the right. She's trying to get her right hand in there, Bob. Blackshear, that is.
Sidoroff got in an overhand right.
How many rounds you got? 2.
Blackshear's trying to see if she could beat Sidoroff to the hook with her right hand. Sidoroff does too many things.
A lot of intensity in these corners, and both women have taken some shots. between Jolene Blackshear and Margaret Sidoroff. Blackshear, the reigning IFBA flyweight champion. Teddy, you and I feel that Sidoroff has really come on over the last 5 rounds or so.
Yeah, she's the complete package. She's able to do just about everything in there. But Blackshear is still looking to zero in on that right hand. Look for her to have some success with it. There it is. She just missed. She's looking to get in position and throw that right hand inside the hook of Sidoroff and turn this around her way. And that's why you saw some swelling over the left eye of Sidoroff from those right hands she's taking from Blackshear.
Boy, in the first 2 rounds of this fight, Blackshear was on fire. She had landed 65 punches in the first 2 rounds. She had thrown 160. She was landing that right hand, and then round 3 it started to subtly change, and you and I have given Sidoroff the last 6 rounds, and she added some movement, slight movement, but enough movement.
Yes, she did. And the hair now is falling down in the face of Blackshear. That's bothering her a little bit. Because Sidoroff has shorter hair, so she don't have that problem. Blackshear is really looking for that right hand. That time she got the left hook in there. She's looking for that right hand to nail it inside the left hook. Sidoroff. And she's smart. She goes downstairs with it once in a while, the right hand. You know what she's done this round too? She started with those right hands, and now all of a sudden you see Blackshear starting to throw that left hand, throw that left hook, because she knows that Sidoroff's looking for the right hand. That's thinking on your feet. See, she's using the left hook now all of a sudden, Blackshear, because she knows the right hand's being looked for.
Round 9 in the books. The final round still to come. Beautiful night here in Louisiana. You see fans able to sit outside and watch the boxing. There was no charge for admission for tonight's card, courtesy of the Treasure Chest Casino. And very good bout between Margaret Sidoroff, the challenger, Jolene Blackshear, the champion. 10th and final round underway. And Teddy, on my card, and I think maybe yours as well, we believe Blackshear probably needs a knockout to win.
At least a couple knockdowns. You never know how the judges have it, but a real dramatic round is not a knockdown. If not a knockout, you're right. That's what I think. She's using that right hand again. She found a hole for that right hand, Blackshear.
Yeah, but Sidoroff answers with a combination of her own.
She's trying every bit of the way, though, Blackshear. Looking to nail it with that right hand now. There it is. The last round she adjusted. She used the left hook just so Sidoroff wouldn't look for the right hand. And this round, she went right to her bread and butter, the right hand. She set it up the last round, Bob, with that left hook.
Hey, how about the combination and then the left hand by Sidoroff?
Yeah, Sidoroff is solid. She moves ahead all the time when she has to.
Left hand landed by Sidoroff.
Sidoroff defensively solid. Look at that left hook counter. That's where she has the big edge, besides being more versatile. She moves ahead more than Blackshear. But Blackshear is always in position to fire something like that left hook there.
Blood from the nose of Blackshear. Right hand from Sidoroff.
Both girls, real game. Sidoroff technically better.
And that probably carried her in this fight. Fans enjoyed it. Good right hand by Sidoroff. And there's the bell to end it. And that is a good, solid performance by both women.
Tremendous, tremendous fight.
And that is, from a technical standpoint and a skill level standpoint, probably as good as you're going to get in women's boxing at this point and this stage of women's boxing. Margaret Sidoroff, is she the new champion, or is it Blackshear kept her title? We'll find out after this timeout on ESPN 2. Between Jolene Blackshear and Margaret Sidoroff, 61 more landed for Sidoroff. Blackshear threw 90 more in the fight. Teddy Atlas's scorecard, and it goes like this. They get the obligatory even round, 97-94 for Sidoroff. I had it 97-92 for Sidoroff. Here's Thomas Traber with the official cards.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards and we have a unanimous decision. Both judges, Kenny Santes and Barry Ogeron are in agreement, scoring about exactly the same, 98-92. And Judge Russell Nutkin scores about 97-93, all in favor of your winner and new IFBA flyweight champion, Margaret Sidoroff.
Margaret Sidoroff did a really good job, Teddy.
Yeah, she did. She did a terrific job, really. She's technically good. She's got the attitude of a fighter. She had a good, solid opponent in front of her. She had to be good.
And she changed her game after round number 2. Blackshear was landing the right hand. Sidoroff added some movement, good combinations. She wins a unanimous decision, and she wins the IFBA flyweight title from Jolene Blackshear. Good effort. Let's check in with Brian and Max. Guys?
That was a good fight. Max's brother Jack is over here watching. He had a good comment. Imagine that, a good boxing comment from the same family. He said Sidoroff made adjustments early on. You see, she had to change what she was doing because Jolene was that tough.
And that's really the main point of the fight that's so impressive about Sidoroff. Jack, good job. You don't try and take my job over here. But that's really the point. Sidoroff was faced with a strong-willed, hard-punching opponent, and her plan coming into the fight kind of flew out the window, almost the way fighters used to fight Mike Tyson, and whatever they went in and were trying to do, they let it go. And then at a certain point, Sidoroff had the mettle, the emotional reservoir of strength to decide, no, I'm going to overcome this and stick to the game plan, even if that involves changing a few things, fighting extemporaneously, as it were, changing a few things, still stick to what she knows is going to be successful and not let it go out the window faced with this kind of pressure. So it was extremely impressive from that point of view.
We always talk about skill.